Good morning, all. We've had a lovely light dusting of snow last night. So it has that feeling of winter. And we are set to get more snow today, which would be lovely, actually. I wouldn't mind a few inches of snow. This time of year, prior to getting into spring, it's nice to have intermittent snow because it kind of brightens everything up. The empty pots seem a bit more joyful with white sprinkled across the top. Even the boulders leading down the path to the beach seem a bit more hopeful with a little cap of white on. And the pathway, the footpath to the boathouse, always looks lovely with a dusting of snow. I've been up, my usual waking time is actually before the sun rises, and the sky was actually quite clear this morning, but I've been watching these low, heavy snow clouds roll in over the past hour or so as I've been sketching. But it's a lovely day to get out. The birds are about. The snow is also improving the look of our nemesis bittersweet. See how pretty it is this time of the year. And I think today shall be a stay-at-home day. And as it's the 6th, I'll be taking my Christmas decorations down and my tree and putting all those things away. But we are also going to enjoy some more sketching today, so I'll be sharing that with you. Now, I would like to get out and do more outings to antique shops or just little tourist outings, but I'm going to give myself another week or so, I think, just to see how the world goes and also just to take that post-Christmas break. But we can spend lots of time at home drawing. We can take lovely walks in the wood and along the shore, or just sit inside and enjoy the snowfall or rain or whatever it is New England decides to give us. And look, even our funny old toad statue is improved with a covering of white. So, let's take this lovely winter's day, make a nice pot of tea, head inside, and get some sketching and creative work done. And hopefully at home, if there's anything creative you hope to try this year, today might be a great day to start that. I always think that the simplest act of just starting can often be the hardest. Even I had a slump years ago, and I tried to make myself draw again every day. And the one way I tricked myself was drawing on napkins or whatever bit of paper I had near me, because I thought, if I can do even just this tiny little stab at creating, it'll get the creative juices flowing. Sometimes it's about tricking our psyche into changing habits. But whatever you have planned today, I hope it's a lovely day. Now, let's go inside and maybe we'll have a snowy afternoon. And I'm really ready for a cup of hot tea. In we go. So I'm going to share my continued drawing as I also share a bit of the view. This is my view out the window when I sit and draw of a morning and the birds are out at the feeder. All right, so now we're taking the sketch that I worked on the other day, and as it is digital and there are multiple layers, I can simply shut off the coloring layers I did and go back to the basic sketch. And what I decided that Una and the lady need for the lady and the quail is a cat. And I decided to have the cat sit upon her head because I thought it would be great. And whilst Una and the lady are looking off into the distance, I thought having the cat possibly look towards the viewer of the page, sort of breaking that fourth wall would be interesting. So here I'm just doing basic roughing out shapes and sketches and just kind of playing around. And often as I'm doing this, sometimes I'm listening to music, sometimes I'm just listening to the silence of the house. And in my head, sort of like the storylines kind of just appear. And also the idea of storylines is going to probably be a big part of this year. So now you can see the rough sketch is one layer, and then I make a second layer to go over the rough sketch to kind of give more detail. And then now this is the third layer where I'm going in with chalk to kind of fill in color. Now you'll notice that you can still see the other drawing underneath, but now as that is its own layer as well, I simply, when I get the cat done to the stage that I like, I can go to the layer that has the browlie and the lady on and just erase the bit of line that would be where the cat is. And so this is just me going in with highlights and lowlights to kind of get the feel for it. And I'm doing this all without the other colors on. That way I won't be distracted. And then I can turn those colors back on and we can see how it will look together. And this is one of the advantages of working with layers such as this. But now I'm really excited about this particular sketch because a lot of, and here I am going back in, just sort of adding darker lines just to kind of highlight it. And again, this is sort of a part where I'm just kind of thinking about storyline and such. But as so many of you have tried to encourage me to do stories, I think I may start with these three characters, possibly adding a few more. And maybe for fun, we can do a sort of a test story with these characters. So I'll keep adding to the sketch. We can add more in the storyline, and we can make it somewhat of a short, maybe a 5 or 10 page illustrated story. I've even downloaded something from Amazon that will help me to lay out how a story should be made to be either printed or downloaded digitally. So I think that's going to be fun. It's going to be part of this year's resolution to work on the drawings and think of them as illustrated stories, but then at the same time I'm happy with them to be simple standalone pieces of artwork as well. And this of course is still the sketch, but many have asked if it would be available for sale. So when I am done sketching it, I think I will offer the sketch as well as the finished piece. And the finished piece, as it will be more of an illustration, will be in inked lines with oil pastels behind. So I'm pretty happy with the colors and the look of it, and I think I may go back and add hats or pieces of clothing to the cat and the quail. I'm thinking hats and bows around the neck might be perfect. So let me know what you think, and I guess that's going to do it for us for our drawing today. So let's go ahead and end this video. Let's head outside and have our cup of tea. Well, let's grab our tea and head down and close out today's video. I think today was productive for me, and I hope it wasn't too boring or sedentary for you, but I enjoyed having the chance to sit and sketch, and I hope you enjoyed watching the view with some birds. And we can sit and have our tea. The snow never came, and it's actually quite warm. It's probably, I'd say it's about 45 Fahrenheit, so it's quite a lovely day. So I'm probably going to be able to get in an afternoon walk before I get back to the studio. But I hope you enjoyed today's sketch. And I think really that's sort of how it happens for me artistically. I'll start something like I did that sketch, sort of a standalone piece. But now wanting to try to do some illustrated books just to sort of stretch my muscles in that way, just because so many of you have been so thoughtfully encouraging in that direction that I think I am going to try it. So part of my New Year's resolution this year is to just really have a go at, maybe try a few short sketched books just to kind of get the feel for it. So I think we'll take our lady with a quail, and now we've added the cat, and then I'm thinking of adding some cute clothing to the two characters, and maybe we'll use these three and maybe some other characters to just make a short, maybe even just like a 5 or 10 page illustrated story just to kind of, again, stretch my muscles in that direction, and we'll see how it is. Some of you have asked if the sketch will be available for sale. As it was just a sketch, I thought of it as a piece working towards a final finished painting, but if others are interested as a sketch for sale, then I think I probably will do that. I'll put it up on the items. That's also sort of graphic design that takes me a few days to resize it, get the colors right, and then put it onto the various products, either as prints or mugs or bedding or draperies, those type of things. So I think I will do that, and I'll let you know on here when it's available for sale. And I'm hoping that's also part of this year's resolution, is to have more art available, because people are always asking me, so I need to fit that into my schedule. I'm still trying to work everything out with vlogging and doing artwork. But I'm really excited about this year and the resolution of trying to add more to the day. Well, I think I've sort of chatted on long enough. I'll just end the video here, and I'll let you see how lovely. Remember the dark clouds we started out with this morning? Look how beautiful now, the blue sky and the birds in the trees. Okay, well, I think that will do it for me today. I hope all of you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the chats and on the comments. And I'm also going to be I've actually been working on setting up a Patreon, and I'm still not really sure if I'm doing it properly. When I do launch that, I'll let you know. And obviously I don't expect anyone to go and join the Patreon, but I know enough people have asked me that I thought it might be worth the while. So for those people who are interested, I will post about it. And I think how it will be is I'll make it so that I'll probably make a video that's special just for Patreon or patrons on the Patreon. And then I also may do something like have special artwork that's just available to patrons for downloads, that type of thing. So we'll see. I'll let you know. All right, well, I hope everyone has enjoyed today's vlog. I'll see you in the comments. I'll see you on the chats. And remember, stay creative. Cheers.